Guys, girls, welcome back to another episode of Compass Curiosities. I know it's been a while. We've missed you. I hope you missed us. But tonight we are ending our season 2 with a very special guest. Ian, good to see you again, as always.
Likewise, Russ.
I mean, I know I just saw you 2 days ago, but
we had a little bonfire to say goodbye to the summer. It was nice.
Goodbye to the summer. I mean, we're right around the corner from September. So, I mean, spooky season has started.
I mean, it's in CVS. So it's got to be Halloween already.
Trader Joe's.
No, I mean, like the Halloween candy's already in CVS. Yep. The costumes
Walmart,
are already out.
Everywhere. Yep.
It's insane.
You know what? And the thing about it is Halloween is an all year round thing.
For some of us, yeah.
For some of us,
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I'm actually excited to be back, especially for this episode. It's kind of like that kind of see you next year episode for us. We're kind of cooling off until we get on the other side of the holidays and the really important season, which is Halloween. So I'm glad we're able to come back and kind of kick it off, and I'm really pleased with who we're able to actually come in and kind of give our little sign-off episode for the year with.
Yes, sir.
Super pumped about that because it's something I'm very much looking forward to, and I think is really, really cool, especially for those of us in New England. But you were going into it. You were saying you were excited.
I am because you know what? We will be next weekend. We will be in Augusta, Maine, representing Compass Curiosities and Get Moderated at our table at the Maine Paranormal and Horror Con, which has blown up. And I just got to say that
not literally, more of a figurative,
like it has been recognized by multiple news outlets. It has been picked up by everything from TMZ for bad reasons, I guess you could say, to all the way down to local news stations.
I mean, that's a perspective. I mean, any news is good news for one, especially if you can see through the bullshit.
Yep.
So I don't know that. I mean, they're going to throw a spin on it because that's their job, right?
Like that's how they are.
That's what they do. So I don't know. I don't know if I would give it too much credence.
No. And so let's just get right to it because you know what? There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to go over. We're like I said, we're a week, 11 days out from
next weekend,
the Maine Paranormal Horror Con. So unfortunately tonight, Jeff cannot join us because he is at a concert with his daughter for her birthday. So happy birthday, Mackenzie. And
priorities,
but we have the logical half of this event on tonight. And, I guess you could kind of say the ringleader and the roper that pulls Jeff back in. So without further ado, we are going to welcome Ashley Merrill.
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome. So glad you could join us. I always say you guys, but it's just you. Which is
my two partners couldn't be here. We have the impulsive idea man at a concert, and I have my creativity guy who's busy tonight. So now I'm the person who makes sure that we can pay the bills.
Fair enough.
To rein everything in.
Fair enough.
I can relate to being the idea guy. My wife often has to do the same for me, so I can.
And I'm sorry empathize. I will apologize now if you see me looking off to the side. I'm getting text messages about work, spooky season, Spirit Halloween. I'm sorry, I got to run this store. But anyways, I'm focused on this. Ashley, so 11 days away.
Yes.
How did this all start last year?
How did it start? Well, Jeff's wanted to do a Paragon for quite a while. We had friends here in Maine that used to do a Paracon and they stopped. It definitely wasn't as big as this. So we're like, you know what? We really want to try to do something, but trying to find the place, just like you open up a business, it's all about location.
Yep.
Mhm.
That was the thing. I'm like, I'm not doing anything or investing any money into anything unless we find the perfect location. And I mean, we have Augusta's the center of Maine. So we're like, that would be perfect to look at first. Portland's big and all, but there's no parking. There's a lot of huge venues. Like one of the biggest venues in the state of Maine is in Portland, but there is no parking. And if there is, it costs a lot of money to park and like parking garages and stuff. So we're like, you know what? Let's look at the Civic Center. And she happened to have one weekend for the summer open, and we took it because I didn't want to do Labor Day weekend. That was one of my biggest things. I'm like, I do not want to do Labor Day weekend. People are doing other things, and if we want to get celebrities, most of the time they're hanging out with their family. Boating, drinking, barbecuing, partying, whatever they're doing. So this opened up, and I'm like, we're taking it. So we also booked the Civic Center for the next 5 years. It's always the weekend after Labor Day, every single year.
I saw the post.
The next 5 years.
You guys have booked it out. Yep.
Yep. And Jeff's like, you know what? Like, let's do a Paracon. And we were just thinking, hey, like, we're just going to get, we just booked like a couple rooms there. We're like, it's huge area. And we're like, oh, we're just going to have a little Paracon. It's whatever.
Just a little one.
Yeah.
Just a little one.
Like 5 or 6, celebrities or special guests to come. And, we're good. We're going to do that. And no. Not with Jeff. Jeff.
I will say this. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I have been on the phone with Jeff almost every day since the inception of this event. And even I've told him, like, dude, pull back. Like, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
First run event. You don't want to throw all your eggs into the basket at once. But you know what? I have egg on my face because I'm sitting here looking at the ticket sales and the people you have coming and the hype around this. And you guys have done an absolute fantastic job with the advertising. I mean, come on. You guys, I'm going to say this right now. You guys had the event advertised in New York Times Square on one of the billboards.
Yep. So we have done so much advertising, and that's the thing you have to do is, people who do events, they don't realize like just throwing a couple Facebook ads out there is not going to do anything. You really have to like and that's one good thing Jeff does. Jeff is a pro at pushing things, sometimes a little too much, but he will get the word out and he will do everything in his power to get the word out. And he's done an amazing job of it. That is a lot of Jeff and Mike. Jeff and Mike are complete advertising gurus, and Mike in his graphics, like just the website, the flyers,
fantastic.
The banners, him and his graphics is just
the wrap for the
amazing.
Truck.
Yeah, the truck has been the number one advertising, the big giant green machine.
Yep.
I like to go a little too fast, so I have a hard time driving it because it is like a walking like flashlight.
It's a billboard. It's literally a billboard. I'm gonna say, I have flyers sitting out at every one of my registers at Spirit down here in Massachusetts, and I've actually gotten into quite a few conversations with people about the event.
Yeah, I run 18 businesses. I have had flyers in all of them. We've handed out flyers. We have a whole bunch of businesses that have been working with us. We advertise them. They we can leave flyers there. We've done a lot of great advertising, and we went nostalgia this year. I mean, for horror, we got like Michael Myers, we got Jason, we have Leatherface. Those are like your nostalgia characters. When it comes to like horror, those are if you talk about horror, everybody knows who they are, even though half of those movies were from my childhood. They know who they are.
You know what? And I gotta say, it kills me because like I'm bringing up, like at work, I'm bringing up people that I'm gonna see next weekend. Yeah. And my employees are just standing there looking at me like a deer in headlights, and they're like, I have no idea who that is. And I was like, okay, well, your birth year starts with a 2. So I don't imagine you would know a lot of these. And I've had to school a lot of them.
Yeah.
But they're coming along. They're coming along.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Like, I know you guys are talking about the horror side of it here, and I think I make it no big secret. I'm not a huge horror fan. I am not, like, I love some of the older campier stuff, but like I don't, when I sit down and I want to enjoy an experience, yeah, feeling nauseous or being on that edge of your seat for the jump scare or the murder to come out has never really been my jam.
You're more of a psychological person, though.
Oh, I love psychological thrillers and psychological.
Identity was probably one of
your Lecter and stuff like that.
Like the old slasher movies. Like,
Yeah.
I loved Insomnia. That was such a great film.
Identity, John
Session
Cusack.
9. Yeah. Session 9, another really great one. But with everything that's going on in the event, I still have plenty to keep myself entertained, and there's so many things that I'm looking forward to. And I know, like, the horror aspect's huge, and a lot of our viewers and a lot of the folks out there are probably super pumped for the horror side. But for those of us that are kind of tertiary to horror, right? Like, we're connected, but not directly.
Yeah.
There's still so many different things that are going to be going on, and so many different people that are going to be there, that, like, although it is a horror paracon, like, there is both sides of it. And so, like, yeah, it's cool that we got Jason Voorhees. I know the iconography. I've watched the films, everything like that. Like, I've enjoyed it. I don't know any of the actors. I know what the guy who played Freddy looks like. I don't know his name.
Robert Englund.
But I mean,
I did know his name. I did know Robert Englund's name.
Yeah. There's a lot of other things, though. I mean, it's not just horror.
Well, and that's the thing, too.
Yeah, go ahead, Ian, because I know where you're segueing into this.
Well, no, it's, for me, one, like, I'm not a big, like, celebrity person to begin with, right? Like,
we know this.
You've seen it. Like, I don't fangirl.
Starstruck.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, congrats. Like, you're an actor. My dad was a carpenter. You both built stuff. And so, like, it never really registered. But because this is year one, because it is a large, small event, it's a large scale, close event, right? Like, if that makes sense. I actually kind of came up with the Boston Comic-Con scene. Knew the guy that originally started it, and that was the big draw. It was a really large scale, small event where you had this massive place and tons of things going on, but you still had this really tight community that was there that kept it feeling like it was, because it was authentic and genuine and real, and you had that, like, small feel to it over 135,000 square feet. And so for me, that's one of the things that I look forward to the most, because although it is a con, it is wildly bigger than when I first heard about it, what I thought it was going to be, right?
To now.
Yeah. We're in the thousands of people coming. So it's going to be crazy.
No, Ian, you're right. You know what? The horror aspect of it is right there.
Though.
Yeah, the horror aspect of it is there, but we also have teams like Nesper. We have teams like Two Brothers Extreme, Paranormal Theory.
He's in the chat room. Wade Kirby's there. All of Nesper's coming.
Sam Baltrusis is coming. He's a paranormal author.
Yep. We have.
And this is what I think is so
Dave
cool.
Julian, and we have Dave Giuliano, and we also have people who have been in the paranormal for ages. Like we have Joe Frankie.
Can't forget
we
Johnny
have Mr.
Zaffis.
Frankie. We have John Zaffis. We have Mr. Haunted. Like these people were on the forefronts of the paranormal when Ed and Lorraine were alive.
Yep.
They were
studied with Ed and Lorraine.
They studied with them. I mean, Joe Frankie has the Warren Legacy Foundation.
Yes.
So it's, these people started the paranormal. They are the forefront people in the paranormal, which is amazing as well. We like this. So it is nostalgia. Like even if
is.
even if you don't know who half the horror characters are or anything, we also have some amazing lectures. You might be able to learn something from somebody who, you know, who thinks in a different way than you do.
Yep.
Yeah,
We have
and
tons of lectures. We have tons of psychic mediums. We have people dressing up in horror costumes, roaming around the area. We have
You got Big
doll
Top Tiny
making.
coming?
What?
You got Big Top Tiny coming?
Yeah, we have Big Top Tiny coming. We have actually a whole bunch of haunt actors from a local haunt that Jeff's in. I think we have 4 people that are dressed up, and they're going to be roaming around the area. We're doing a
I'm
cosplay
cosplaying as well.
contest. So please wear a costume. Come in wearing a costume. We are doing cosplay. So anyone can wear a costume. We are doing a costume contest. And it will be judged by our horror celebrities. We also are doing a Bigfoot calling contest. So that's going to be awfully interesting to listen to.
Ian, get in on that.
I don't even know what I'd have to hang out with Richie.
Yeah, call up Richie B a couple times before the event.
Yeah. So I mean, there's other things going on that, like, we have tons of vendors. We have over 100.
Kristen Marie just said Friday night.
Vendors.
Friday night, September 5th. Everybody's going to the Conjuring movie at 10:05.
It came out. It comes out on Friday night.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people are going to the movies to watch The Conjuring when it comes out in Augusta. We have the VIP party. I'm sorry if you did not get your tickets. It's sold out.
Are we sold out now?
Well, I had to give the venue the final head count tonight.
You capped it. All right.
Or this morning. They had to get the final head count. Because
no, but
we
you
are
have
doing
quite
it
a few.
privately catering. It's privately catered. So they have to know how much food to order.
And the thing about it is, okay, so run down, you know what? Let's make people jealous that didn't buy the VIP ticket and get the VIP dinner. What are we serving at this VIP dinner?
Oh man, it's
not to put you on the spot, but
that's okay. It is a privately catered buffet style. And where is it? I have to find the thing because I'm gonna forget half the stuff. So they're doing big stuffed chicken, beef burgundy, pasta primavera, fingerling potatoes, green beans, garden salads, olive rolls and butter, coffee and tea service, and then they're doing a cupcake display with some horror themed cupcakes, and then we have a full bar. So it's gonna be pretty cool. And then we also have tickets are still left for Patty Negri. She is doing a mediumship gallery, and that's going to be Saturday night. So she's going to be doing it at the end of the event up until an hour into the VIP party. We are not, even if you got VIP tickets, you can still do her gallery. We're not eating until 8:15. So the first part of the VIP party is going to be mingling, hors d'oeuvres, drinks, hanging out, listening to music.
Awesome.
So you can go and get those tickets. So those tickets are still on sale for Patty Negri. If you haven't seen her or actually been to one of her gallery readings, you definitely need to get tickets because it's pretty phenomenal.
And not only Patty Negri, but we also have Mary Jo Chudley doing a doll workshop.
Yep. So those also, you need to get your tickets ASAP. She has 2 dolls that she's doing. She has a Pennywise doll that she's going to be doing on the 6th from 12 to 3. And then she also has another doll she's going to be doing, the Jason doll. She's going to be doing that on the 7th from 12 to 3. So definitely get your tickets for those if you want to build a doll with her. It's like a whole doll building thing. She also is bringing her all of her haunted objects. So she is going to have those on display in her room as well. And she has quite a few. So you can check out all of her haunted objects.
Oh, there is Danger.
Oh, there he is. Michael Castro is going to be doing celebrity photo shoots in their costumes. We have some celebrities that are actually going to be dressed up in costume. So
I actually
if you
saved this flyer, actually. So you're going to have CJ Graham, Tony Moran, Brett Wagner, Jeff and Willie from Mountain Monsters,
and Nancy and Ritter,
and Nancy Ann Ritter, all in
they're
costume.
yep, all photo, and they all the times are listed online. And Michael Castro is going to be doing every single one of those photos. He has his own room.
And if you haven't seen Michael Castro Danger, his photos, they are 100% perfect, I would say.
So
Like,
he's the
he knows how to
creativity
capture.
side of the brains, the bronze.
Ian just
and the
went back to
chaos.
Gettysburg last year. I see it in his head.
No. I didn't. I very much remember it, but I did not. There will be no log carrying for me at the Maine Horror Con.
Yeah, it's a little different at this event. But we want everyone to have fun. We want everyone to have this be their destination of the year. Come and hang out with and make friends. Get to know people. We have UFO people, we have Bigfoot people, we have tons of different cryptid people, we have paranormal investigators, we have teams, we have haunted locations that are coming. We have people coming from every single state in the U.S. to our event, except for, I think it was Iowa, Jeff said. That is the only state that we don't have anybody coming from. I think that's what he said. I don't remember. It's like one state that we don't have anybody, but we have people coming from Canada, people coming from overseas. It's going to be off the hook.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. And you know what? I will say this out of context, but every year I go to the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. And this year I had to miss it because of health issues, work, things like that. I have a feeling that this is going to become quite equivalent to the Bash, to Penhurst Paracon, to Jersey Para Unity. I have a feeling this is going to bring a lot of things to the Northeast.
Well,
and
that was our
it's
goal.
going to be a destination.
That was our goal. There's not much to do in Maine. There really isn't. I'm just saying, there really isn't. Half the people in Maine don't even leave Maine. So we really wanted to bring something to Maine that people will look forward to. I mean, this is at the end of the tourist season. Labor Day is usually the last of tourist season. Everyone starts to go back. So we're like, let's bring people in to come and eat lobster. You can go to Bangor and go to Stephen King's house.
Yep.
Make this a trip. Make this a little vacation. Go see Stephen King's house. Adam Bingham, he literally is obsessed with Stephen King, as obsessed as you possibly can get. And he will take you on a tour to almost every single place that Stephen King got his ideas for movies or shot the movies. He will take you there. There's, don't come here without getting lobster. If you like lobster, we're the capital of lobster.
Honestly, not. I'm just saying. I'm not
some people are.
Unpopular opinion. I'm not a fan of lobster.
I get it. Get some fish. Get anything.
I'll eat fish, shrimp.
Yep.
All day long. Lobster. I'm not a big fan of it.
Freshest you can get here. Get some haddock.
All right. So you're saying we're bringing. So this is going to be an excellent segue into this.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you're bringing something to Maine that's never been to Maine before.
Nope. Yep.
What exactly is that?
We're bringing something for people to look forward to. We're bringing entertainment. I mean, we don't have anything like this. We have there's a couple Comic-Cons. There definitely is, but we need something here that caters to people who like the paranormal, people who like horror, people who like stuff like this, where we can all get together and be around people who are all like-minded, which is cool.
So I was gonna say something.
Place where you fit in, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I just got to say something here real quick. Kimberly Murphy, go ahead and show Sweet Potato where the sun don't shine. Kim knows the background. Ian knows the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, actually, that's not what I was getting at. So you are bringing something to Maine
Oh,
that has never been to Maine
yes.
before and
Yes,
will
and
never
it
be
never-
Something
back
a little
to Maine.
more physical.
Okay, so yes, we are not bringing it. Nestbar is bringing Annabelle. So we are housing Annabelle at the Augusta Civic Center, and she has never been to Maine, and she will never be back to Maine. So this is one thing. If you ever want to see Annabelle and you don't leave the state of Maine often, this is your chance.
This is the second to
This is
last
your
chance to ever see
Unless
Annabelle.
you go to Kentucky or you go to Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
you will not see Annabelle unless you rent out the Warren's house
Mhm.
to stay at their new bed and breakfast thing.
Yeah.
That's the only other time you're ever going to see Annabelle. So, well, as far as I know, I can't predict the future.
Correct.
But and also
one of the last stops.
We are one of the last stops. Yes, it's us, and then they go to Kentucky, I believe, and then Illinois, and then
Illinois. It. Yep, for the Rock Island Esoteric.
Yep, well, and then,
yep.
yeah. So those are it. But also,
all sponsored by Get Haunted. So everybody from Get Haunted, Thank you very much, guys. Sarah, Rob, Danny, Trevor, all you guys out there. I believe Danger. All of you guys out there supporting Get Haunted, keep going. They're going to be in full force at the event, and we can't wait to see everybody. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Rob and Sarah.
I'm very excited to see everybody again.
I am too.
Yeah, everyone gets to get together and see everybody that we haven't seen in a long time, which is really cool. Also, if you are afraid of Annabelle, don't worry about it. Still come. We have this event space is absolutely enormous. It's the second largest event space, actually the second largest building in the state of Maine for events. You will not come in contact with her if you don't want to. She's going to be up on the second floor. Nothing else is happening on the second floor except for the VIP party, and it's in a totally different wing. And by then, Annabelle will be gone. So please still get your tickets. You don't even have to go anywhere near her. You don't have to look at her. You don't have to nothing because it is controversial. I get it. You don't have to see her.
No, that's the good thing. You're bringing things that people that are still on the fence about it, you're giving them that option of, okay, do I want to brave it and go and see it, or do I just want to enjoy the event?
Yeah. You don't have to go anywhere near Annabelle.
I mean, it's not like you're putting Annabelle front and center as you walk through the door.
No.
Guys, it's no different than avoiding me, which I know quite a few people are going to. You just
actually,
stay
Jason
away
just
from the
asked
booth.
if you were coming.
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Yes, Jason, I will be there. I'm sorry if you need to return your tickets. But no, it's
refunds. Don't come.
In my head, it's very similar or akin to like a guest that you don't particularly want to see, right? Like you can avoid the space, and you've actually gone way out of your way to detach Annabelle to the point where, like, seeing it at the event, you have to be very intentional. Like, there's no way it's going to accidentally occur.
Yeah, you have to have tickets.
So it's not like you're gonna accidentally stumble upon the area or the zone in which Annabelle is in. And I think that's really cool of you to be able to do that, because I know organizing these events not only are a massive undertaking, but to be able to actually kind of have that respect and that understanding and empathy towards some of your guests that may not have the same, preferences. It's like, for me, that isn't even something that I would have thought of. I'd have been like, all right, if you don't want to see Annabelle, don't walk near the booth. It's right there. I wouldn't even have thought to have brought it to another location.
She's going to be totally upstairs. We do have security at the event. please, no weapons, no drugs, no anything. We are doing bag searches. So at the door, we will be searching bags. So please just don't be stupid.
No guns, right? No guns.
we also have a lot of security as well as some police officers that will be in the building for everyone's safety. So you don't have to worry about any of that. So this is going to be a very safe, awesome, fun event. It's family friendly. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
And that's the one thing. Like when I'll be completely honest with you. I know Jeff has a lot of grandiose ideas, and I've heard very, very, very many of them.
No, not
And
Jeff. He has
when
no
he
ideas
brought
at
this
all.
up to me last year, I was like, dude, don't bite off more than you could chew.
Oh,
And
he
now I'm
did.
sitting here a week before the event, and I'm looking at everything you guys have pulled together and the support and the advertising and everything like that. You guys have absolutely knocked us out of the park for our first run event.
And we thank every single one of you guys for that, because honestly, like, we are just like in awe at how big this got. And I'm telling you right now, like, Michael Castro has been a godsend for us. He is he is absolutely amazing, and we thank him like more than anybody for helping us out with this, like stepping in and helping us out. Oh, first time we meet Michael Castro, well, not first time, but first time hanging out with him, he wraps Jeff's truck, we borrow his car, and then his car gets nailed at Paraunity.
Yep.
We're like, oh, great.
Ian doesn't know that story.
Yeah,
No, I have not heard that story yet.
Yes. So, and he still likes us. He still liked us after that. We were actually scared. Oh, yeah. We borrowed his vehicle because he took at Paraunity. We borrowed his vehicle. He took Jeff's truck to go wrap it.
Yep.
And so we have his vehicle. We are fine. We park it at the hotel for the first night. We go out in the morning and his whole wheel well is dented in. Someone smashed right into his vehicle. And we're like, oh my God, this isn't even our car. This isn't even our car. I go, Mike is going to hate us. This is a great first impression. Mike lets us borrow his vehicle and something happens to it.
To his credit, shit happens. You know,
yeah. And he was like the coolest person in the whole entire world. He's like, whatever, shit happens.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like,
yeah. Hey, and he still liked us after that.
Yeah. I mean,
he's still here.
Yeah.
So Ashley, so what do you think for the first run event? What do you think is your most proud thing that you're drawing into this event?
Oh, what am I most proud of? That we pulled this off without I'm like,
without losing your absolute mind.
I'm still in awe. Like
that you haven't killed Jeff yet.
Yeah.
I've been on. And side note, I have actually been on the phone in the morning with Jeff before, and I have heard Ashley in the background absolutely chewing him upside down and down the wall the other way, going, "Stop what you're doing! It's too much." Russ talks some sense into him, and I'm just over here like,
it's between you and Mike. I'm like, you guys have to put him in his place.
I am so glad I don't have that relationship with Jeff, because I don't know that I could be that voice.
You could not, because you'd be like, yeah, do it.
Seeing the success you guys have done, because really, like, every move you guys have made is really, it's coming out, right? Like, it's coming out in the wash that you guys, you know, you said earlier you can't see the future, but I mean, it's kind of coming out that maybe you did a little bit because of how well this is shaping up to be. I might have been the hype guy that killed the cat. Like, you want to do that, man? Go for it. That sounds great. That sounds like a great idea. I'd be dead.
Oh, Jeff's had a couple like that, and I'm like, Jeff, we really have to rein it in. But Jeff's a dreamer. He always will be. He is a huge dreamer. but he also,
And I
like,
love that
doesn't-
for him, though.
He is. I mean, honestly, a lot of these, and he has great ideas, but
Yes.
he just doesn't understand what it would take to make those great ideas go okay.
Oh, like
without
the
without us being homeless.
I'm gonna get Adam Sandler for next year.
Dude, if we could get Adam Sandler, Jeff would be the happiest person on the face of this earth. I'm like, Adam Sandler is not horror, and he will argue. He
Little
is
Nicky.
Little Nicky. Right there.
Little Nicky, Hubie Halloween.
No. No, he's obsessed.
He is obsessed with Adam Sandler.
He is obsessed.
Hotel
with Adam Sandler.
Transylvania.
Yep.
He is
Little
not.
Nicky.
We're not getting Adam
Hubie
Sandler.
Halloween.
Yep.
If somebody
So-
else wants to pay for Adam Sandler to come, I will gladly get Adam Sandler. But till that happens,
And
ain't
and
gonna
I'll
happen.
say this, and to and I know he's not here, and that's the only time I usually talk good of people is behind their back. So I'll say this: the big
Yes,
difference
Jason, he
between
does.
a dreamer and a visionary is the dreamer just stops at the dream, right? And so you can be a dreamer, but dreamers don't accomplish. Dreamers just
do.
think. Dreamers don't do. Dreamers just
Two.
think.
He's both.
The
And
visionaries
so-
follow through.
And so that is what I would actually I would throw that title on him before I called him a dreamer, because really both of you, like, because there's no event without both sides of the coin, right? Like, you guys have both been pushing it, and so he may come up with like the outlandish, and you might have to dial him back a little bit and everything like that, but the action and the and I think this is my big thing I've been the most impressed with is a lot of people that are going to be coming to the event and a lot of people that have heard of the event and have seen you talk about the event and things like that. I've seen you on a bunch of different shows talking about the event. One of the things I haven't heard much about is the abject terror and the incredible bravery it takes to put so much on the line for an event like this.
Oh, it does. Oh, it
Oh,
does.
Jeff put his
Because-
entire life savings into it.
Oh,
And-
when we started, I was just like, I go, if this flops, Jeff,
We're
we're eating ramen noodles out of a can on the street side because you are going nuts.
Yeah, because I mean, like, truthfully, like, I've looked into doing events and things like that, and the financial requirement just to book your location before your first ticket's sold, before your first vendor is confirmed, before your first celebrity or guest is confirmed, that is such a tremendous undertaking. And it's not like you guys are just, 20 somethings with, living in mom and dad's basement that are like, you have genuine established lives that you put on the line for this event, and the amount of like bravery, that's really the only word for it, to be able to do this, I think is incredibly commendable on
I
its
call
own.
it we were nuts.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes crazy works.
Well, but again, the difference between, eccentric and crazy is success. So like, there's different words once you make it work.
You're riding the Willy Wonka ride at this point. Like you're
Yeah.
I've been thoroughly impressed with the dedication and the commitment you guys have had towards it, despite how genuinely large the endeavor is.
Oh, and
And-
I mean,
and
we've had hate left and right. I mean, it hasn't been an easy road. I mean,
And I was
No
actually
matter
going to
what
get
you do.
right into that because I know a lot of people are. I mean, we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. A lot of people are very put off by Annabelle coming to the event, and as you said, Annabelle will be in a different area, and sadly, as everybody knows, we lost Dan Riviera last month. But there has been a lot of back and forth and things said about it. And
The
what
thing
would
is-
you say to somebody that is like that?
the thing is, people don't do their research. They really don't. That's a problem. Is people don't understand that, like, everyone's like, oh, they all, the Warrens always said that they would never take her out. They would never do this. Okay, the Warrens Foundation was, they did this to educate people on demonology,
The dangers, the risks,
the
and everything that go into
dangers, the
this.
risks, the paranormal. They did this as education. Lorraine used to do dinners with Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
He used to bring Annabelle out of the museum.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that. So people really need to look and do their research before they follow the hype. I mean, it's all clickbait. So many news stations, so many people, Facebook, everything is just a treasure trove of clickbait. The fires. It was proven that it was not, it had nothing to do with Annabelle. It was proven that it was electrical issues. These are old buildings. Old buildings. Like, that had nothing to do with Annabelle. You have the prison, inmates getting loose. It was a guard who let them loose. He was actually arrested. So people need to realize that they need to actually do their research before they start spreading false rumors about things. Dan was medically. It was medically. It's baffling the amount of stuff that people have been saying. It's Annabelle's a doll. You know, come meet Nesper. Have them educate you. Have them tell you everything about haunted objects. You're not going to just meet Annabelle. You're going to meet the whole entire team that works with Annabelle. You might learn something. You know, it's not just about the doll. It's about the mission that these individuals do for the paranormal community, demonology, everything like that. So stop believing the rumors, stop believing the hype, and actually like do some research. That's pretty much what we say.
Well, then it's true though, because I mean, you know, and I don't think that the paranormal is, you know, any more or less afflicted by it. But in the day of TikTok 24-hour cycle, like there is a lot out there that is just close enough to plausible.
Mm-hmm.
It skates by people's radar, and somewhere along the way, just societally, we've kind of forgotten that, like, oh yeah, I can double check this stuff before I repost it. Like, before I start spreading it, I can just validate it myself real quick. And I've been guilty of it too. Like there's been times where like I saw something and I was like, oh man, I can't believe that actually happened, but I can because it's just close enough to reality that I've shared it. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm looking it up because I feel guilty about sharing it. So it is something that I think that, you know, people really do need to hear more often. Like, these are things that happened. Fires happen.
Yeah.
It does not take a malicious spirit to burn down a house in New England. I promise you.
Half of the houses around here are like ancient.
And that's my thing. Is like,
not good in half of these buildings.
My house was built in 1978.
Yeah.
How it hasn't burned down yet is beyond me. I've seen the electrical. I've had to redo the electric in my house multiple times. And I've seen some of the houses, like one of my favorites, I got to see the electrical panel of the Oliver house. Shocked that's still standing. Pardon the pun. But yeah, it's all these, it's because things are so close to reality, people just forget that they can just quick little search, quick little thing. Yeah, and I thank you for letting me know.
Online, everything.
I didn't realize that the prison guard got arrested. I didn't hear that bit of the story.
Yep. So, I mean, the things like that, like, just do your research. Like, don't believe everything you hear on Facebook. Facebook is not a logical source. even the news outlets sometimes are not logical sources. Like
Yeah.
they take the little bits and pieces and they just run with it.
Well,
So like,
and I've seen that a ton too, where like the tagline is so wildly different than the story.
yeah,
It's like, and there are
they
particular
want you to click
stations.
on it. They want you to, it's
Exactly.
clickbait. They want you to click on it and they want you to like, and half the time people don't even read it. They just see the first, like the headlines and they're like, oh my
Yep.
God, did you hear this? Did you actually click and read the article? Because the article doesn't say anything like the tagline does.
That is one of my favorite things. I'll see somebody post an article like that, and someone will post and be like, "This is all bull. None of that's real." Yada yada yada. And then the person's like, "Did you actually read the article? Because that's what the article was saying. Like, they intentionally
always
created the clickbait, and then said the opposite of what the clickbait said. Like, had you read the article, you'd know it was all nonsense."
It always does that. It's so annoying.
We had a local newspaper get in trouble for that about a month and a half ago because they said 16-year-old boy found dead on the side of the road. What it actually was, or 16-year-old boy found dead on the side of the road. They didn't put an age. Turned out it was like a 22-year-old man who had drunkenly driven into the side of a wall and was ejected from the vehicle. But it was like he was ejected like 100 feet from the vehicle. And so the newspaper ended up getting in trouble because the headline was so different from the police report that like the police got involved and were like, because they put the person's name in it and everything like that. And the police had to come out and say like, oh no, like he was alive for a minute. And we were able to do the blood alcohol. He was wildly intoxicated and was causing public damage. And now you're just like, man found dead on the side of the road. That's not, I mean, technically true, but wild misrepresentation of the situation.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, Ian, and I hate to do this, but I have to jump off here because I do have to go check on my. I have to go check on my building. I just got a phone call, so 13 minutes left in this. I'm sure you can wrap this up, Ian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody, guys, from me, and I'm going to say this very quickly because of what's going on. Thank you so much for coming and listening to the last episode of season 2. If you are going to the Maine Paranormal Horror Con, please make sure you come and see me and the moderator at our booth. We will be there. Bob will be there. But unfortunately, work calls, and Ashley, I know how you know how that is. But guys, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging with us for season 2 of Compass Curiosities. Ian, I know you can finish this off strong.
I'll
see you on the other side.
Thanks, Russ. All right. Now that Russ is gone, we can talk about the fun stuff. So,
I mean, people just need to like, I mean, just with anything, like even like just rumors, that's how rumors start. That's how like if somebody tells you something and it's something serious, like look at it do your own research about it before you pass judgment on anything. That's all I say.
So my big question, right, is there's so much going to be going on. I am actually really looking forward to just being able to kind of be in the thick of it and be on the other side of the table. I'm a big convention person. I love going to different conventions and everything. Yep. I love being on the other side of the table. And so this year it's going to be really, really different for me because I'm going to be on the back side of a table instead of the front side, being able to kind of get out there. Out of the different things that you've done, so you have your vendors and your artists and things like that. Are there particular ones that you are excited to see and kind of you're excited to go take a look at?
Well, I mean, most honestly, a lot of the people that are coming, I have actually like some of them I've met personally, and that's the reason why I invited them to come. Yeah. Because I want people to come to our event that are going to engage with their fans. that are going to be nice and kind to their fans, that are going to, actually care about what they do. That's what I look for. You can't, nobody's going to go up to John Zaffis's table and have him be rude to them. No, he will treat you like you're his next door neighbor, and is like, he's the nicest guy you'll meet. CJ Graham, I met him at Penthurst Paracon. One of the most awesome people I've met. He was so engaging. He talked to my kids like they were his best friends. Like, that's what I look for when I'm picking people to come to our event. I want people who are nice and friendly, people who are engaging. I want everyone to have a fun time at this event. I mean, there's a couple people who I haven't met, but I've talked to multiple times because I am running the event. So believe me, I've been on the phone with multiple people, either fixing something, giving them direction, going over something with them, or calming them down. You name it. I've been there and done that.
I can only imagine. I mean, we do the small scale down here in Rockland where we do like the vendor fairs and stuff.
Yeah.
And the fires we deal with, 23 tables, is just wild to me. So I can only imagine the breadth in which you're dealing with.
So we can, in the vendor area, we can fit 168 tables. We don't have exactly 168 because we have a couple areas that we don't have booths at. But it's huge. And we also have some great, we have a great speaker lineup as well. So we do have a huge area where, people can come and hear, lectures. We do have a huge amount of lectures going on as well. If you have never been to a gallery reading, I think we have more gallery readings than any event I've ever been to. We have Christopher Brown. He's doing a gallery reading. We have Larissa Rex, Santiago, Dave Childers, and Laura Huey, who are doing the 24 Hours in Hell. Yep. We have we have Nomar and Mike, who are doing like a UFO and alien talk. We have John Zaffis is going to be speaking about haunted collecting. We have a monster mashup. So we have a couple Q&As as well. So you can ask Tony Moran, CJ Graham, Brett Wagner, and John Dugan some questions, and they'll answer them. We have April Bussett. She is doing a psychic gallery reading as well. We have a Bigfoot panel. So it's going to be really cool. We have Ronnie LeBlanc, Chris Julian, and Kevin Thompson. They're all local Bigfoot hunters around the state of Maine. So they're going to be doing a panel. We have a paranormal panel. We have Russ Stiver, Jeremy Cotter. We have Christina Spencer, Adam Bingham, Nathaniel Elwell. We have, I think we should have Sam Bertrusis on it. So we have some people doing a paranormal panel. We also have Expedition Entities, so Most Haunted Locations. That's Larry Eisler the third. He's doing that. Rob and Sarah are doing The Truth About Get Haunted. We have a Q&A with just Jeff and Willie. Dave Giuliano's doing a lecture as well. He's going to do What's the Most Dangerous Things in Ghost Hunting. It's Not What You Think. We have Psychic Christina, who's doing a thing about protecting your energy. So what you can do after investigations or anything like that to protect your energy. We have Ryan Buell, who's going to be doing a paranormal lecture. And then we have Deet, who's going to do a psychic gallery at the very end on Sunday. So we do have, there is a lot of gallery readings, which is really cool because if you've never been to a gallery reading, not everyone gets chosen, but it's pretty phenomenal to watch.
And I will say, I'm not familiar with the others. I haven't been to any gallery readings with any of the other folks, but I have been with Chris Brown.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's just so awesome and such an amazing guy to be able to just sit down and talk to and just kind of connect with, because he is, again, to your point, just such a sociable, amiable person. Just like such a great guy to be in the same room with.
He really is. I love Chris Brown. We're really good friends with him, and he's just such a good guy. He really is. He's in a heavy metal band too. We've been to a couple of his metal shows.
He was
So
playing down here not too long ago.
yeah.
And,
Didn't you go?
I wasn't able to make it. I have a 7-year-old,
okay.
and I'm on rotation because my wife has a photography company, and unfortunately, she did have shoots that night. So I was at home with our little guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Matt Warner of Warner Paranormal, who is like kind of with Russ and I at the Preservation Society, was able to make it out, and he obviously sent photos and videos to make me feel bad for not going. So
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah.
Definitely just out there.
Yeah, so we have a lot going on. I mean, there's a little bit for everybody. And we have so many vendors who are selling so many different things. When we look at vendors, we look at people who we don't want a lot of people selling the same things
Yeah.
at events. So you are going to be seeing such a variety of things that people are selling. And honestly, this is September, so this is really close to Christmas.
Yeah,
So
this is
that's
the
what
big,
I'm
this is
saying.
the
Like,
boom.
get your Christmas shopping done while you're up here, because some of the stuff is cool, unique, handmade, and you'll never see it again. So unless you come next year, maybe. So this is really cool that you can get some Christmas shopping done as well.
That's awesome. So we got about 3 minutes left.
Mhm.
And I don't want to carry you too much over. So any final thoughts, any final messages?
Get your
Tips,
tickets.
tricks for being in Augusta, lunch spots, breakfast spots, dinner spots.
Oh,
Anything?
there's so many. It's the capital of Maine. So you're gonna there's so many places. There's a couple really cool like outdoor like woodsy places. Like if you're like a nature lover, they do have, it's like a garden that you can go to, and there's like a really cool old like rock monuments and stuff. So there's stuff to do there. I mean, the ocean's not that far. You have Bangor has amazing cemetery too, if you like cemeteries. There's a couple forts. There's a lot of stuff to do, but I think unless you're planning a week up here, you're going to have way more things to do at the event than you are even going to be able to.
That's awesome.
But yeah, get your tickets now. It's at maineparanormalhorror.com. They are going to be cheaper now than at the door. So you definitely want to get your tickets now. And the VIP tickets, you get a bag with a whole bunch of goodies in it. You get a VIP lanyard. You get in an hour early to the event. So doors open at 10 a.m. So if you are a VIP, you get in at 9. So you get to get in before all the lines start forming for the celebrities. You also get front row seating to the lectures. So that's also a good thing as well. So if you are a VIP, you get preferred seating in front of the lectures. But just that hour in early does help out, especially if you want to see your favorite celebrity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry Russ had to dip out due to calls for that. But I appreciate you hanging out with this the last 13, 14 minutes with just me. And I look very, very, very forward to the weekend, and I'm just very excited. Not in the least about the fact that this is about 4 hours closer than any other Paracon that I'm interested in going to. So
exactly.
I'm just super pumped that I get to stay in New England. I'm going to be familiar with the areas, and I thank you for doing this. And again, from Russ and I both, we thank you for inviting us to be guests and to have a table up there. And thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be a blast. Get your tickets. Come hang out with us.
All right, guys, definitely check it out. Get over to the website. If you don't have tickets, one thing, I know she said it quick, but tickets are cheaper online now than at the door. you always pay a premium at the door. So unless you want to pay that spike price, make sure you kick over to the Facebook page or the website to get those tickets immediately. Otherwise, have a good night. I'm gonna sign off real quick. I want to thank you again for coming on. I'm going to drop you down just a little bit. I'm going to give a little quick thing, and then you can either wait in the lobby or you can take off. I greatly appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. So as the final episode of Compass of Curiosities, it is just me signaling off for the year. So I just want to thank you for coming on this ride. I want to thank you guys for accepting me as a co-host of the show. I want to thank Russ for inviting me out to be the co-host of the show. And I look forward to a really, really good holiday season just with my family and friends, and for you guys as well. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Hope to see you out there in the field, whether it's on investigations, Urbex with us, at any of the events that we're hosting with the Warner Paranormal Society, whether it's the Bash at Wilson or the Maine Horror Con. I look forward to seeing you there. And thank you for coming on this ride with us. We love you, and I appreciate you. And again, for the last time in 2025, stay blessed.
The first annual Maine Paranormal and Horror Con is coming to Maine on September 6th and 7th at the Augusta Civic Center. Come meet your favorite paranormal investigators, cryptid hunters, and horror icons. Special guests include John Zaffis, the haunted collector from Sci-Fi, Jeff and Willie from Mountain Monsters, Bob Elmore Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, CJ Graham, also known as Jason Voorhees from Jason Lives Part 6, Ronnie LeBlanc from Expedition Bigfoot, and many more to be announced. Tickets are on sale now. Go to MaineParaHorror.com to get your tickets and VIP packages now. For more information, check out Maine Paranormal and Horror Con on Facebook and Instagram.